Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the corporate world. Today we're diving into a filing that's less about soaring profits and more about, well, let's just say some votes didn't go exactly as planned. Get ready for a boardroom drama with a side of shareholder decisions. It involves directors, accountants, and a charter that needed some tweaking. This filing reveals the results of Pacific Oak Strategic Opportunity REIT Inc. annual meeting. They voted on everything from electing directors to changing the company's rules. But the interesting part, not all the changes got approved. Some of the proposals to amend the company's charter, its governing document, failed to pass. Why? Let's find out. Before we jump in, if you find value in understanding corporate filings, subscribe to our channel, join our Discord server. The link is in the description below. There, you can discuss all things corporate with fellow investors. So, on July 11, 2025, Pacific Oak Strategic Opportunity REIT Inc. held its annual meeting of stockholders. They voted on a few key things. First, they needed to elect 5 directors for the next year. Second, they voted to confirm Ernst & Young LL, also known as E&Y, as their independent accounting firm. Third, and this is where it gets interesting, they voted on 3 changes to the company's charter. Finally, they had a vote on whether to allow the meeting to be adjourned or paused so they could gather more votes on those charter changes if needed. Let's start with the election of directors. The company's shareholders needed to select directors to lead the company. All 5 nominees were elected. Looking at the numbers, Keith D. Hall received 26,859,775 votes for, with 1,579. Vafti 93,604 votes against, and 872,604 votes against, and 875 votes for 1,506,890 Val abstentions. Peter McMillan 3 got 26,195 abstentions. Peter McMillan 3 got 26,895 abstentions. Peter McMillan 3 got 26,803 votes for, 1,638 votes against, and 868 votes against, and 1820 Tough 28 votes against, and 8062 votes for Ernst, and 862 votes for Na, and 5,740, 1,172 votes for Vos 5, and 72,772 votes. Next up, the appointment of Ernst & Young E&Y as the company's accounting firm. Shareholders overwhelmingly approved this with 51,861,145 abstentions. This ratification is fairly standard. It means investors are basically okay with the company's choice of auditor to check all the financial books. Now for the main event, the proposals to amend the company's charter. The charter is like the company's constitution, so changing it is a big deal. There are 3 proposed changes. Proposal 3 aimed to eliminate old rules that were required when the company first went public. Those rules aren't needed anymore, so the company wanted to get rid of them. Proposal 3B involved clarifying when the rules for tender offers, which is when a company tries to buy a lot of stock, would apply. The rules should only apply until the company lists its shares on a national stock exchange. Proposal 3B involved clarifying when the rules for tender offers, which is when a company tries to buy a lot of stock, would apply. The rules should only apply until the company lists its shares on a national stock exchange. Proposal 3B involved clarifying when the rules for tender offers, which is when a company tries to buy a lot of stock, would apply. The rules should only apply until the company lists its shares on a national stock exchange. Proposal 3B involved clarifying when the rules for tender offers, which is when a company tries to buy. Unfortunately for the company, none of these proposals passed. Each required approval from a majority of the outstanding shares. Proposal 3 received 30,100 and 135,280 vote abstentions. Proposal 3 29,035,181,575 vote abstentions. Proposal 3 at 29,421 abstentions, 113,650 abstentions. Proposal 3B got 30,331,591,791,575 votes for, 1,081,791,795 abstentions. Proposal 3T had 29,081,201 abstentions. Finally, proposal number 4 was about whether to allow the chairman to adjourn the meeting to get more votes for the charter changes. Interestingly, this proposal passed with 50,324,846, 179,779 votes against, and 29,100 abstentions. But even with the power to adjourn, the company chose not to. So no extra time was taken to try to pass those charter amendments. So what does this all mean? The election of directors and the ratification of the accounting firm are standard, showing stability and investor confidence in those areas. The failure to pass the charter amendments suggests some level of shareholder disagreement or apathy. While the company thought it was a good idea to update the rules, they didn't convince enough shareholders. It could be shareholders didn't see the amendments as important, or they might have actively opposed them for various reasons. The passage of proposal number 4 to adjourn the meeting initially suggests the company was serious about getting those charter changes approved, but the fact that they didn't actually adjourn the meeting raises questions. Maybe they realised they still wouldn't get enough votes, or perhaps they decided the changes weren't crucial enough to warrant the extra effort. Overall, this filing tells a story of a company trying to modernise its rules, but facing some resistance from its shareholders. It highlights the importance of shareholder engagement and communication when trying to make significant changes to a company's governance. So what do you think about these results? Do you think the company should have adjourned the meeting to try to pass the charter amendments? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more corporate deep dives, and join our Discord community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Corporate Decodes, and join our Discord community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Corporate Decoder.